And we are live. Welcome everybody to the first live stream on the JMK Freeskates channel. I'm here with my co-host Jack Napek.
Hey guys.
I'm Gabe Altier, and
I'm here with my
there is a lot of
co-host,
feedback.
Jack
Let
Napek.
me pause that. All right. So anyway, this is I believe the 48th episode of the Freeskates podcast. Actually, episode 47. And we usually do that over on our podcast channel. So this is our first time experimenting with putting it on the main. So everybody joining, whether you're usually on the podcast or it's your first time, make yourselves known in the comments. Today we're going to talk about the journey of JMK as far as our channel goes up until this point. Talk about where it's currently at and where it could go in the future. And celebrate hitting, we hope, 20,000 subs on the main channel, which is pretty sick. And I say main channel because we had it split before, but I think what we're going to try and do is do our live streams on here, do our shorts on here, do all of our content on here now that it's kind of, split up pretty nicely. So nice to see everyone here. Waiting for that first person in the chat. But I guess mostly I can speak on the history of JMK, but you can kind of pipe in where you see fit.
I've been more of a spectator in terms of being a part of it, but I've definitely watched it grow from 2017 when they first started. So I'll be able to chip in a little bit.
Yeah. So, I mean, the story kind of begins back during the Freeline days, right? And then once Freeline died out, JMK was a thing as a result of that. But YouTube was never really the top priority. Back then, social media was a bit different. But 3 years ago is when we really started to get serious. JMK kind of took me on as their videographer. Jeff came on. Maddie showed up in the videos more, and we just made a ton of tutorials. So I don't know how long you guys have been a part of the channel for, but there were no tutorials 3 years ago, which is pretty wild to think about. Nothing for me, nothing for you.
It's like at least the subscribe or like the channel itself. But like Jeff had his own tutorials. There were riders overseas that had their own tutorials, but it's cool to have them on like a mainstream platform like JMK, like on their YouTube. That was really cool to see you guys document like trick by trick or like even just bit by bit how to get better as a rider in terms of because videos or whatever.
Yeah, before it was a ton of insane montage stuff, which is really cool. But at a certain point, you want to learn how to actually free skate. So that's what we first started putting out. I feel like the first 2 whole years of JMK's channel was largely built on free skating tutorials, which you guys can let me know. I think has helped out a lot of people so far.
And one thing I love about the way you guys did it versus, I guess, one of the only other sports you can look at is like skateboarding is like, I think of like Braille, and they have like more of a paid to play subscription based thing where you like pay for certain lessons or this,
like a course.
Yeah. And it's not a bad model. I'm sure they get tons of people willing to pay because it's high quality content, but you guys are dumping it out for free just all over the place. It's awesome to see.
And well, you mentioned Braille. I think that was the foundation of their brand too, was just skateboarding made simple, how to skateboard. And eventually they grew into that, they have more options as far as a paid model. But 3 years pretty consistently, eventually every week of straight up tutorials. And then eventually now we have branched into different forms of content that I would like to know what you guys are thinking. Also, there's a lot of people in the comments now, so I'm going to start shouting you guys out. We got Steph KO. Hi, boys. Nice to see you here. Natalia Kolstock. What's up? Hola, Kenji here, the one and only Kenji.
Let's go.
Kenji's been a regular visitor of the podcasts. Got Mason Muoyo. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Hello. We got Oscar K. How's it going? Sammy Tith, you can still get in before 20K. Subscribe. Yeah. That is true. I don't know if anyone in here is like not subscribed. I don't know how that would work unless you guys have already shared it out. Speaking of, You guys, if you have friends that would like to see this, if you have a friend that would like to free skate, if you are for some reason not subscribed, make sure you're part of this first 20,000. We're hoping to hit it during this stream.
Drop a sub.
So yeah, and also don't forget to like the video. I'll put that in there. Thanks for joining, Sammy. Not a lot of people here, Natalia says. Yeah, honestly though, we have a few more initial viewers than we normally do.
Typically, this is like a lot more than what you'd get on the podcast.
Oh, 15.
Channel. Yeah, so this is.
Keep sharing, guys. Keep sharing. And tell your friends to subscribe.
At the peak of the podcast, we'd have like 15, maybe 20, but like usually this is like the peak of the viewers.
Yeah. Hello, Gino. Nice to see you in here. Aether Dude, regular viewer. Nice to see you in here. Gino says, is the Thursday session still happening? So what Gino is referring to is the Thursday free skating session in San Diego at Balboa Park. If it doesn't rain. Today we have a cold, gloomy, rainy day here in San Diego. Not the most normal thing, but yeah, that's the plan. Unless I haven't checked the weather. So Steph says, "What's up, homies?" Steph, nice to see you in here. For those of you just joining, this is a 20K celebration stream talking about kind of the history of the channel and what it's going to look like moving forward. Kenji says, "You guys have rain?" Well, I didn't think so until today. It's been a while since we've had any stormy weather, and now today it's just came by surprise, at least for me. So we're planning on skating and filming today, but that might have to wait. BS Zero Man with the obligatory Happy Free Skate Tuesday comment.
Let's go.
Nice to see you in here. Gino says, coming from Toronto to meet you guys. Oh, nice. That's actually awesome.
It's really exciting.
Excited to see you. Well, if it doesn't happen, we'll definitely come to the shop. We'll find ways to hang out, rain or shine.
Go to Linda Vista or something.
Yeah. So, okay. So basically, for those of you that are just joining, we've talked about, okay, the JMK channel is built on tutorials, kind of branching out into different content now. And the plan is to continue doing these lives weekly on the stream to hang out with a larger pool of free skaters and meet more of y'all and kind of get a feel for what you guys want. Speaking of, if there's anything you would like us to cover in these weekly podcast streams, drop a comment letting us know. That would be cool to get your guys' feedback on that. Aether Dude says, yo, guess what? I put board blazers on my free skates. How are you liking that? That's always exciting to have lights.
Oh, board blazers, that's lights?
Yeah, board blazers are like the little screw-on lights that you can put inside the truck of your free skates. May or may not have a product related to that. And it works. Steph says gonna go in the spring. Excited to see you, Steph. Aether Dude says it's dope. Nice. Yeah, free lights with free skates, can't go wrong with that. They change colors. That's even better.
That's awesome.
But let's see here. So talking about the current state of the channel,
I know one thing I want to see on the channel coming up. Like, we used to, or I don't know if this was the JMK channel or if it was Fire 6, but we used to do like community montages that were super fun to see, like different skaters and like just throughout the months or it was monthly, I think, but that was like one of my favorite things to see is just all the different free skaters, and then you see how much more abundant like the sport is getting as it progresses throughout the months, and how much better the riders are getting. It's a really fun concept I like.
Yeah, no, we definitely plan on doing the weekly, yearly community montage with all of you in a video for whoever submits the video. We definitely plan on doing that. Maybe we should do more frequent because, like he said, Fire 6. Matthew Delisle used to create some videos, and I think he's a little more busy now. So we're at least doing it annually. That's actually coming up soon. So I'm going to release the forms for submitting those videos in the coming weeks here. So get excited for the 2022 community montage.
Get out and skate.
Steph says a lot of new skaters going around. Yes. Action Marco. What? We got one of the JMK co-founders in the chat. Nice to see you, Marco. I mean, if you want to join, I can send you the invite link to celebrate 20,000 subs here on the channel. Hopefully happening here in a little bit. Kenji says, I like to see you guys compare Freerider skate cycle with free skates. I actually have no idea what that is, but I'll look it up. Freerider skate cycle. Oh, they featured that on Braille. Yeah. They're like connected free skates with like a plasticky bar in the middle. Well, the whole thing's pretty plasticky. It would be interesting to try. We tried orbit wheels, which is basically that without the stick. So 20K and 20 watchers. We have 21 watchers now. Natalia says, I like your tricks. How do you feel about when you do tricks? I like your tricks. How do you feel about when you do tricks? Like, how do tricks feel? Tricks feel amazing, let me tell you. But easier said than done. I'd say focus on the cruising first, but then small wins as you go along. Yeah, I see we have 23 viewers. Make sure you, as you can see below, don't forget to like the video and share the stream out. Tell your friends to subscribe in any way you can. And we need 12 more subscribers. I don't know if you guys can see the count, but I can see the count right here. And maybe I can kind of, here, this would be interesting if I could just share the screen. How about that? How about that,
We might
guys?
have to do that.
Maybe we need to.
Once it gets closer, at least.
Am I frozen, though?
Ooh, we might be frozen.
We might be frozen. Can you guys hear me? Say yes if you can hear me. Let me try and restart the.
Just go back to that frame.
What? Oh no!
You broke it.
Did I break it? Let's remove.
Yes.
Are we still live?
Oh
Are we
my
still
God.
live? There are 12 people in here so patiently waiting. Let me know if this worked.
The real one stayed. Let's go.
I'm going to have to totally crop this after the stream goes live. But the 12 in here that stayed, if you did, you guys are real ones. Now 10 people. Let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back. Welcome back. So it was you that broke it. Yeah, no, learning process here. The cable connecting the camera had an error and everything broke. But we're good. So I'm gonna keep you guys posted on the live sub count as opposed to trying to combine it because apparently that is not working at the moment. But yeah, Kenji says phew. I agree. The stream didn't end, which is pretty cool. The show must go on. So I'm going to pull up the live sub count and see if Luke got all of his friends to subscribe. That'd be pretty cool. But okay, we are currently at 19,989. I'll let you guys know if it goes up. But okay, so we can talk like topics in the future. So for the stream or just normal long form content, what kind of stuff have you guys been enjoying? What's helped you out? What is something you haven't seen that you think this community like really needs?
Being a pretty long-term podcast watcher myself, I would say it'd be cool if we did potentially people that are in the chat or just riders that have been posting throughout that week of like before leading up to the podcast. If we did like clip analyzation where we're like top clips of the week on the podcast or like something like that, even though they sometimes will get featured by you guys because they're that good of clips, like it's sometimes fun to just talk about the things that have been happening throughout the week, or if anyone in the chat has a clip that they'd be able to link or whatever.
Like a weekly feature thing of some kind.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
ESPN top 10,
Yeah, maybe that turns into the whole format of the pod. Oh, we just went up one sub. We have 10 subscribers
subs.
left to 20K. It's got to happen today. This stream is not ending until I don't know if I should say that. We might be here for a while, but imagine the number here. I'll put it up on my phone. Maybe I can do that and then like periodically show you guys. But yeah, that the reaction kind of weekly thing could be cool. Mason says, think that could be cool. Reacted to clips and stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that would be a cool way to feature you guys aside from just the yearly annual stuff.
Or even just like quick help in terms of like, hey, I'm stuck on this. Maybe quick tips, nothing too long or anything, but like.
Yeah, because there's the also there's a format of video that we did in the past where we help you guys on questions / tricks you're working on. I don't know if you guys kind of enjoyed that, if that was helpful. Taylor says, I think a mic for Jack might be nice if he's going to be consistent on the podcast.
Oh, is my voice a little quiet?
Yeah, because the mic's over here. That does make sense. Maybe I'll move it a little further from me so it kind of balances it out.
Thanks for saying that, Taylor. I'll just speak up a little bit as well.
Yeah, you're so quiet, Jack. How dare you?
I'm just a little shy.
You're a little shy guy.
Shy
Kenji agrees with the mic comment. Cool. Thank you for that feedback. Let's see. I don't know if there's too much else to talk about other than like we're pretty excited for 20K and to see where the channel goes in the future. One thing I'm excited about is the short form stuff. As you know, TikTok and stuff like that has been exploding lately, and that's not excluding YouTube Shorts. There's a lot of new people already coming in from there, so I think that could be a cool way to get a lot of new people introduced to this sport. Serenaded Abyss, hello. You missed the technical difficulties. The stream totally cut out, and we had to restart the computer. I don't believe this. Maddie Tice on our YouTube channel.
What?
Working on switch, toe flip, kick flip, switch at body varial. The thing is, I don't think he's joking either. But yeah, Maddie Tice is in the stream. Let me know if you want the link for it. And if Marco, if you're still here, maybe we can all be on the stream together. That could be a cool thing to do. Maddie, let me know if you want the link. Serenaded Abyss says, congrats on soon reaching 20K subscribers. Thank you, Odwin. We just need 10 more people. So if you can get 10 of your friends, and if each of you get one of your friends to subscribe, we're at 20K. I know it's hard to see. Here, I'll pull it up on my phone here. I will also say, hopefully these streams will get more like this is kind of chill just talking to you guys, but I would like these streams to have more of an organized feel in the future, maybe a consistent theme. So if you guys have ideas for what you would like to see, let me know. Let's see here. Subscribers. Can I get a live sub count on the phone?
I mean, I could already imagine stuff like the skater analysis being part of it, like product development topic, like anything in the works this week, or like. Yeah,
the thing is, I don't know that we have weekly news
true.
as far as
like,
the company goes. So I think the weekly news would have to do with, people in our community. So I think the featuring thing is a pretty solid one.
Yeah.
Kenji says, if possible, I'd like to see people bringing cool styles from other skates into free skates, such as Jack's grapevine from quad skates to free skates.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was called that until Taylor, his girlfriend, had told me. She was like, that looks like the grapevine. And I was like, what's the grapevine? And then she starts doing it, and I'm like, that does look like what I do. So maybe it's called the grapevine. I don't know.
Cool suggestion. Marco says, nah, sorry, late here. It's not going to be able to stick around. Maybe next time. Well, I'm glad to see you in here. You and Maddie. That is a shocker that both of you made it at the same time.
Got 2 of the 4 OGs in the chat.
Now we just need John and Kyoki. Kyoki's definitely asleep. Aether Dude says, I want to see the subscriber count again. Do we risk it for a biscuit? Do we risk breaking the stream?
I don't know about that.
I say let's go with it.
We could try.
Did we already freeze? Oh, we totally already froze.
No.
My face. Why do I look like a chipmunk?
That's
okay.
gotta be one of the funniest freeze frames I've ever seen. I've seen your face freeze up in a million different ways. Yeah, that might be the.
Is this a better way to fix it? Let's see.
Taylor laughing out there. That is too good.
Okay, so
the freeze frame is great.
No, we got this. We got this. Is there a fixer? There is a quicker way to fix this. Okay, so we got a solution for the future to fix these technical difficulties. It's just replugging in the computer.
Just show it on the phone. I don't know. Risk it for the biscuit, says Kenji.
Risk it for biscuit. That's funny. Hi, Marco. Miss you, man. Aw. Yeah, I miss Marco too. I miss so many people in this community. Aether Dude says, laughing, oh no, freeze frame is great. There's gonna be memes of that. I can see it. Feel it coming.
Clip it.
Oh wow! Shout out to Jack's funny leg twisty wiggle.
Funny leg twisty wiggle. I like that name more than the grapevine, honestly.
Is that what you meant with the great? Oh, I see. I didn't read the second half. I was just confused.
Okay.
And we are back. I was saying the beginning of Marco's comment. I was confused by. Marco says, hey, Maddie, miss you too, man. Miss all you guys. Aether Dude says, oop. See, this is a dumpster fire, but it's okay because we are about to hit 20K subs, I think.
It might happen. We just need a little more liking on the video, get it spread out there, and next thing you know, we'll be back up to 20 in no time.
But it is cool that we have, more people able to join the streams. I think once it's a regular thing on the main channel, we're going to get a solid pool of people in here. Let's start the music again because it's a little quiet. And turn that down. Alrighty.
We're having to get.
Yeah, I so wish we could have this engagement, the live thing. I wonder why it keeps giving us an error. I do have one idea. It's not a very good one, but I do have one idea. I'm going to send the invite link to myself. To Gabe, invite link. I know for all 17 of you, this is a very engaging, interesting stream. It's going to be much more engaging when we can go see the subscriber count, which is what I'm going to try.
So when was like one of the first videos you guys posted on this channel? Like 2019 when you started? Because there had to have been something on the channel.
Really?
Oh God.
Oh, okay. So this is interesting. What was the question you asked?
I said when did you guys start posting on the JMK channel? How long has it been?
So John started posting a bunch of videos kind of right at the beginning of the company, so 2017-ish. And then it kind of just was a lot of montage videos. So they got a lot of attention for what it was, but it wasn't like something that people could really latch onto as far as, oh, I'm learning and I'm growing as a result of this and stuff. So the tutorials really allowed people to connect and grow along with everyone else. I'm trying to. Okay, is this a bad way to do this?
Might be a bad way to do it, but it's backwards. You should use the front-facing camera.
It's not backwards,
isn't it now? Oh wait, no. Oh, it's not. My bad.
This is kind of like a band-aid way to do it.
I have dyslexia.
Yeah, no, that's not a very it's not a very pretty way to do it.
No.
10 more. Yeah, I don't know if it can be forced, honestly, guys, but I think today we will probably reach 20K.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Maddie says, yes, I'll teach him how to free skate. Steph says, hi, Marco. I'm Steph. You might know about me. Hey, Steph. Aether Dude says 10 more. Yeah, a bit more slow moving than I expected it to be. What else can we talk about?
Just like,
oh, it went up. Guys, we have 9 more. 9 more subs.
More about like
Action Marco says it's not like it's going lightning fast. No need to have it on screen. Right. I think it's just more of like it's exciting to have people watch along with us.
Let's talk about the YouTube channel though. Like how you guys have, like, I don't know, curated or just guided it to the point where you've literally gained upwards of 20,000 subs. Because what was it at when you started with the company?
Yeah, so that's good. So when the YouTube channel started, I think it was just at a couple thousand, maybe not even.
Maybe like
I don't know,
1,000 or 2.
1,000 or 2. Like it wasn't a ton, maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. But once the tutorial was released, like the main tutorials, like that really top beginner stuff,
how to free skate.
I mean, that's what people were searching for, right? So it went up pretty quickly. I think that's what people needed, and now it's kind of starting to go at a more consistent, steady rate because there's a problem of there's not enough free skaters in the world yet. So we're trying to kind of explode that with, quick.
YouTube's for sure helping.
Quick viral
content. I feel like if it weren't for platforms like this, it would take as long as it took like for skateboarding to grow. Like to be a hardcore skateboard, I don't know, the skateboarding community has taken so long to develop because just like free skating, it's like hard to get people on these consistently. And I feel like part of the reason why it's growing so fast is because the online community is like so tightly knitted together that, like, I don't know, if you find out about it, you're like, all right, I'm doing this. And like, you can't help but not put it down. You never want to, but.
Mm-hmm. Aether Dude says, talk about grinds or something. You know, I don't know the slightest about grinds.
I don't think a lot of people in this chat or even people that rewatch this will either, because there's only so many people that even do grinds, and I don't even do like the toe stall grinds and everything. That
Yeah.
Maddie
Shout out
can
to
do.
grinds though. Grinds are cool.
Grinds are really cool if you have them down.
The only grind I can do is on coping, like under the truck,
Yeah, the metal plate.
like right there. I kind of just slide it a bit, and then yeah, that's one you do. That's one
Yeah.
Steph does.
That
that's
one's
one I do.
fun. That one's really obtainable for the majority of free skaters that are interested in skating park, I would say. But grinds are definitely one of those tricks where it's like if your footing is off or if you just aren't like super comfortable on the top deck of the skates, I feel like it's a harder trick to manage, especially just moving with your feet on the top of the coping. It's just like, I don't know, I guess I haven't tried it all too much because maybe I want to get padded up and have a helmet on before I really commit for it, but
Yeah, I think
it's a tough trick.
I think as far as you guys can let me know what you think about this, but as far as future videos, I think it would be cool to kind of go around and show what it's like to teach people at random, like going around and showing people how to free skate from the point where they see them for the first time, they try them, and then show their growth through that and show a realistic idea of what it looks like to learn.
It's also really fun to see people's reaction when they finally get it. Like that's like half of free skating is like when you finally get the like momentum, when you start to actually get the pumping down. It's just the people light up. Every person I've ever taught, they just light up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like more life.
For sure. I also would be excited to do some more of these streams. Maybe one of the streams we could do is like actually skating. I don't know if that'd be a dumpster fire, like skating while live.
It would
And
be
then like
interesting
people
to
like
be able to
go
showcase.
teach that person over there or whatever. Like that could be cool.
It would be interesting to showcase like specific tricks, or like say the Aether dude's talking about grinds, we go and just like do a grind on the ramp at the JMK headquarters or whatever it is. But I could see it one day.
ASMR free skating. So like the sounds of grinds and stuff.
Sukasa's latest, or one of his latest videos. That was pretty cool to see.
Oh, did you guys see that? Sukasa posted on Instagram. Was it putting together skates or what was it?
I think he put together like a little pad and then like, or no, yeah, he was putting together skates and he did like ASMR for like everything from like the grip tape to like the trucks clanking.
Doing all like the I don't know. This is gonna turn into an ASMR stream.
I think he did this.
Yeah, like hitting this stuff together and making obnoxious noises quietly. Dude says, "Who's Tian?" It will be a nickname for one of our street riders on Team Survivor, Tang Yuan.
He's got like one-footed grinds too, like all sorts of crazy stuff. He reminds me of like, he might be a little older than Zachariah, but he reminds me of Zachariah when I see him ride. I'm like, what? That's possible?
Crazy. Spin the wheels for ASMR. Ooh, that's a good idea. Want to hear how rusty my wheels are? Or dirty? Is this satisfying? You guys can let me know about that. But maybe that's what these streams are going to turn into. Hopefully this is enjoyable. Kenji says, I just taught a friend learn how to pump and agree to the light up part as well. Yes, everybody seems to be super. Oh god, that is grimy. Whoa. Wait, is this a discovery that we're making together here?
I wonder, Edwin said he was buying some wheels recently. I wonder what he went with. Flats or classic? Or classics or pros?
Oh, Edwin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went with classics, I believe. Black
classics. Let's go.
Classic for the win. Let's compare that to because now we are doing ASMR on this stream. Let's compare this to the new set of free skates.
Stop with those colors. Oh my gosh. It's like silent.
There's like a loose bolt or something. You definitely can't hear the bearings though.
That is silent.
Let's check your skates.
Oh.
ASMR bearing review, skate review.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. I don't know if you guys can even hear that. But then compare that to mine.
Silent ASMR.
Lack thereof.
Oh my god. Hey, have you been skating puddles?
Sounds like a little water for the new skates. A little sounds like water.
Hey.
Interesting. Well, there you go. Sadly, I don't think our ASMR technique is improving the sub count, so we might have to try a different technique.
How about we dive back into the YouTube channel? What videos have you noticed have gotten like the most attention or like retention? Like people watch the whole thing, or just views in general?
I think, and you guys can tell me if I'm incorrect here. I think you guys enjoy watching like just the cruising, like super long paths, like for a while, whether it's uncut or cut to music, just like skating as opposed to like all the intense tricks, because we do have a lot of those videos, but I feel like what's gotten the best response so far is just us cruising a lot, like Maddie cruising the boardwalk. Maddie says hit the ramp. That always works. Let me know, guys, because Corrado 3D says long cruising videos were very cool, especially the 360. Got free skates after watching them. Well, there you go. If people don't know who Tan is, you need to repost the vids he sends on WeChat. Yes, he has submitted a couple more lately, so I'll make sure those go up on Instagram. Breslin says, ooh, yeah, I love those cruising vids. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, because that's the most relatable thing, right? And I think the other relatable thing that
It's also just smooth and like it's fun to watch. Even
Yeah.
if you can't cruise,
it's
ride them.
it's feel good stuff. You don't even need to ride the skates. It's feel good. And then I think the other relatable thing is going to be watching people learn, because that's always relatable. Whether you know or you don't, you relate to the person not knowing how to ride and thinking they can't do it, and then hopefully building into a point where they can. Aether Dude says, but I literally never watched the cruising videos. Oh, wow. That's interesting. What do you watch, Aether Dude? A Blender, what's up? What do you do when it's raining? Any cool indoor spots other than JMK HQ? Right. So A Blender comes to our San Diego meetups, and it is raining today. So that's totally relatable. We were going to skate today too. Jack, I think you could speak to some indoor practice.
Okay, well, we wouldn't do it here because we have pretty nice flooring, but I had a basement in Minnesota where it was just nice, smooth concrete. So, I mean, you can skate inside your own house, but you should look into seeing if there's indoor skate parks around you. Some places offer them more than others. I'm sure San Diego doesn't have a ton, or maybe any at all, but
I mean, there's a couple other things you can do. If you have a carpet that you don't care too much about, or if you have like edge guards on your skates, and
doing stationary,
well, more like I've seen people like Chen practice toe flips like in a hotel room on carpet. That's something that's like stationary toe flips. Just practicing because the skate can't move around much, right? It's not going to slide around like it would on smooth pavement, so it's good for toe flips. I've also annoyed my downstairs neighbors by practicing like kickflip switches with like one skate, so switching it with a kickflip to each foot, back and forth for a little bit. And then our friend NG from the meetups, she has practiced watching TV by just standing still in a T stance. So that's something you can do. I think she even said that's what she did when the weather wasn't so great outside. So there's an idea.
You can always practice that. That's a really good thing you can do to improve your balance and coordination.
Aether Dude says he likes the trick videos. Nice. Taylor says, can you? Yes, I can do that. Hopefully it's more equidistant now. Mason says, I like the cruising videos because I plan to do a lot of cruising around my college campus. Are you about to go to college, or have you been? That's cool that you're planning on using them. That's what I use them for. That's how I found them.
It's interesting getting this feedback because personally, I don't like I wouldn't watch like maybe the whole 20-minute cruising video because it's like, I don't know, the more advanced of a skater you are, maybe the cruising is less appealing, but more, it's like if you're more of just a cruiser, it's way more appealing to you. So it seems like if you're into tricks, like Aether Dude, you're like, I love the trick videos. And then if you're not quite at the tricks yet, you're like, oh, I can way more relate to the cruising and it's more fun to watch for me because the other stuff is just so unobtainable, maybe, which makes sense. But it's interesting to hear the feedback on that.
Serenaded says, if you do more cruise videos in the future, could you put more raw audio instead of just the mic all the time? Yes, we should get a good way to capture said audio. Right now, the audio inside the 360 cam isn't the greatest, and it would be interesting to try and get the sound of the skates without wind blasting into the mic all the time. So we would really
You have to like wear mics or what?
Yeah, you need a mic with like some sort of windsock that somehow is pointed directly at the skates. I think it's possible, and it would be cool. We just need to figure out a method.
Or even just like the communication you do, because like when we were cruising downtown, I was like, oh crack, oh, like I don't know, you're like not like talking a ton, but there's sometimes little feedback you give while you're skating with your buddy or whatever.
Yeah, I have seen, I don't know if you guys have seen these videos where I think there's a TikTok video where this mom skates with her kid, like not skates, they like ski in the mountains or something and it's snowy, and or no, they snowboard. And this kid like really loves snowboarding, and they're both like mic'd up inside their helmet. So you can hear the intricacies of what they're saying all the time, and it's like really high quality audio. And it's so Jack could be way over there, I could be next to the 360 cam, but you can hear the conversation we're having back and forth.
That would be a really cool concept. I love it.
Maybe we would just need to invest in some good ways to mic ourselves up. But yes, I like the idea of just having different audio other than just music. It's cool. Mason says, been at college and wanted a better way to get around. Still worried about going downhill. Do not try to bomb the hills at first. Definitely take it slow and pick up your skates for like actual commute, so you're not putting people in danger or yourself. But as you get better at slowing down, start to ease into the steeper stuff, and I think you'll be fine. It's exciting using them for class, so good luck with that.
We should do another sub shout out.
Yeah, shout out to our 19,991 subscribers. If you get a friend to subscribe, they could be a part of the first 20K if they subscribe within the next 9 people. So share with your friends, tell them to subscribe. Breslin says, Mason, check out JMK's reverse pumping video. Yes, we got some pretty good feedback on that. Maybe we should make an update. I think some people were a little confused though.
I do that just about every time I'm on the skates. It's super necessary.
Mason says, thanks. Yeah, I've been trying to learn, but I just started pumping. Baby steps, baby steps. Aether Dude says, talking about downhill, I can't really do the reverse pump. It's so hard to understand.
It'll come naturally over time, but definitely watch their video because they do a thorough tutorial on how to like have a better understanding of how it works. It is hard to understand, though. I will agree with you.
Maybe we can do more of a visual explanation. Matty Tice said, who's this Matty Tice guy? He says teaching people Thursdays would make great YouTube. Yeah, I just content for like showing, like teaching people and stuff. I think that could be a cool concept. I think I want to do like 360 cam. I don't know. I have this thing visualized in my head of going around it because it's something we do, right? This is like part of what we do at JMK, and if we can somehow show the regular process of going out to teach and get their reactions, that could be a great insight into what we do. Also for these streams, I'm thinking maybe we could like have people submit every week, and for part of like for a segment go through the clips and review them. Just what do you guys think about that? Like have you guys submit your progress each week on a given thing, and maybe we can have a theme like try a throwback or show me your best attempt at a throwback, and we can go through people's attempts and roast them, or in a better term, critique them. And
one thing I was thinking, and this applies for I guess more Instagram than YouTube, but we gotta get like toe flip Tuesdays and throwback Thursdays going consistently, so that like, because I play with this toy called a kendama, and they do Whirlwind Wednesday, and they repost anyone that lands one on a given Wednesday, and it's just like it creates so much hype within the community, and I'm like, we're missing out. Like we don't do enough of that. I know we have done it. I've seen it a ton. You guys do it, but it needs to be like the community needs to like know about it more, to where like everyone's hyped to do one to get featured or whatever.
Yeah, Jack's on that kendama grind. If you guys know what that is. Need more about power sliding.
Ooh, Maddie's good at those.
Yes, Maddie, type in text how you power slide. No, we can make an updated one if you would like. Is there something specific regarding power sliding that you wanted more elaboration on? Breslin says Hurley, reverse pumping. Breslin Hurley says reverse pumping is confusing for sure. Yeah, we need Jeff to kind of get together with us for an updated tutorial. Or Jack, if you have some insights that haven't been shared.
For power sliding?
For reverse pumping.
Oh, reverse pumping. I mean, I'm sure I can like word some stuff into my notes for a future video, because I do it really well. I mean, it's essential to like control your speed when you're going downhill, and I mean, especially into traffic or wherever you're at.
Oh, also, this is completely unrelated to the topic, but one thing about once we hopefully get floods of free skaters pouring in, fighting the comment, I think one option we now have in the comment sections is super chats. So if you wanted to be like highlighted for a given amount of time, for those of you that are on YouTube regularly, you know what I'm talking about. That could be exciting for the future, which just means it's like a dono on Twitch.
Ooh, cool.
So exciting stuff. Speaking of YouTube, I guess we are still 9 subs away. Do you think we'll hit 9 subs in the next 10 minutes or so?
If everyone likes the video and potentially, I don't know how you share it, but I mean, you just share it to like message your friends, send it to your friends that don't already know about free skating.
Or no, I was gonna say something. No, don't. Yeah, just have your friends subscribe. But everyone watching this is already subbed, so yeah, I think maybe next week, as we probably reach the back end of this podcast, maybe we can do some weekly reviews of some kind of tricks.
Yeah, that's probably something you get sent into the Instagram and then go through them, send them over to your computer or something.
What do you guys think would be cool to do for next week?
I feel like Instagram would be the easiest way to like get the entire community to send them rather than YouTube, but I think that's a great idea.
Well, and the other thing is we have to test if that would even work, because it seems like whenever we try to share stuff,
yeah, we might have to
it freezes, right?
We have to do a practice podcast before we do the next one.
Yeah, and that won't be live. That'll just be us trying to figure out the technical difficulty. We have another sub.
Go
19,992.
We're like a Twitch streamer that's got his first follower. We're like,
right. It's like, I want to hit 5 followers.
Hey, every sub counts. That's
every sub does count. I wonder who the new sub was. 8 more subs though.
Whatever you guys are doing, it's working.
Slowly but surely, yes. I'm just hoping that it starts flying, guys. But I'll just throw something out. Maybe is a throwback too advanced?
No. But
I mean, if you can do a throwback or not, I mean, I think would still be valuable to have feedback. So maybe we can make next week's a portion of next week's podcast reviewing people's throwbacks.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest problems with throwbacks is people don't necessarily have Switch unlocked, and I mean that's the biggest problem. I feel like for common sense kind of, but I remember I didn't have Switch unlocked when I learned my first throwback, and your body will naturally want to get you back to where you are comfortable in, and that's your regular stance. So you'll naturally do a backside 180, most likely. And that's more the hard part, I guess, is getting back to that regular stance by doing a backside 180. So it's something we could do a little analysis on for sure.
Yeah, here I'll type in the submissions email for those of you that want to submit a throwback in like this coming week. Cash Coil says, "Hey, what's up, Cash? How's it going?"
And then you guys could also do like a little story post about it as well.
Jacob says, "The 19,991st was my friend." Nice, thanks, Jacob. Now have him tell his friend, or have them tell their friend.
Telephone.
DMK submissions at gmail.com is the email, so I'll drop that in the chat.
Ooh, one thing I'm curious about, so the channel was kind of started off with montages, and then I guess I already kind of asked, like, we should do monthly like community montages, but I'm sure a lot of people are like looking forward to more of those coming out eventually too, or soon too. Just like higher level riding or intermediate, just a cool montage video is really fun to watch, I feel like, because it's like showcasing what's possible once you get to a certain point, and a lot of people might have not seen one of those for a while.
Maddie says John didn't know how to skate switch. He learned up a hill, throw back when you lose momentum, and then go back down the hill. Oh,
it's actually a good idea. I mean, clearly.
And then hop with your foot a little bit and then step on the skate.
Could lead into that.
I mean, it can be pretty open-ended too. Like it can be, I mean, it'd be interesting to see what people submit, if it's like actually a throwback or if it's something that's very obviously not a throwback, but just to be funny. I don't know. But this won't be the only time I mention it. I'll make this more obvious on Instagram, be like, hey, on Tuesday, we're going through people's videos in a section of this. This is obviously the first time we've done this on the main channel, so this will develop into something more organized in the future. Ideally, that's the idea. We are 8 subs away from 20K.
You could just do a pre-celebratory like skate clap. You use your left, I use my right. Or I don't know which one I have, but
and just
20,000.
Not yet,
because I don't know if we're gonna beat it by the time we're done. But like for anyone watching, you know, just a little pre-celebratory skate clap.
Maybe we can post a YouTube story of us being like, woo, when it does happen.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it'd be cooler to see Maddie and John probably reacting because they're the owners. But
yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys too much. Thank you guys for joining this experimental dumpster fire of a stream. It's been nice to meet some more of you guys that I don't think we've seen before in this chat. Yeah. And it's going to be cool to see who all joins in the coming weeks as this becomes a more regular thing. I'm also going to try and edit the replay of this so that it's more consumable. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining this edition of the, is it a podcast? Is it just the weekly stream? I don't know what to call it, but it's going to be fun to see where this goes. So thank you guys all for being here. All 16 of you still here. And we'll keep you, Kenji says onwards would be on main channel. Yes, that is the plan. When you go on our channel, there's going to be videos. There's also going to be shorts. There's also going to be live. It's all separated. So it's going to be pretty easy to find from this point forth. So, yeah. Later, Serenaded. Later, Aether Dude. See you guys on next week's stream on Tuesday. We'll keep you posted on socials when we actually do hit 20K. Get your friends to subscribe. All right.
Roll with us.
Roll with us.
Let's go.
All right. Later, guys.
For sure hit 20K by the end of the day.